Alexa, and welcome back, my Valkyries of Midgard. My name is Torres. I'm a writer and hopefully someday soon, future author. This video is not reading nor book related, but I wanted to express how much fantasy has influenced my life. It all started when I was 6 or 7 years old, when my dad showed me really old fantasy movies that were released during the 80s and before. The first fantasy movie I can remember watching, and it was an odd one, was Krull. The two things that I loved so much about that movie was that crazy looking weapon, and no, I can't remember what it was called, and Clydesdales running so fast that fire came out of their hooves, and they can fly in the air. Sort of. They didn't have wings, and it was more like they were running in the sky. Krull was then followed by Legend with Tom Cruise, and that was another weird one with Tim Curry as the devil. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen, even though Tim Curry's devil character scared the shit out of me. And you know, you can't go wrong with unicorns. My dad did show me other fantasy movies, and I've come to realize most of those movies within the 80s and before are weird as fuck. Enough of the ones I saw was an amalgamation of fantasy and science fiction, which I will blame Star Wars for that. Like, they will have fantasy creatures, but spears that shoot lasers from their spearheads. It's really funny. Also, a lot of the stop motion was sometimes turned into stuff of nightmares, but cool at the same time. I don't know, I could also just be weird. However, none of them drew me into fantasy quite like The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring entered into movie theaters, and my eyes were open to something I didn't think I could ever imagine. Granted, some of you naysayers out there could say I'm just overreacting, and all I can say is I just don't give a fuck. A warrior doing battle against creepy hooded figures, little hobbits having the time of their lives in their simple underground homes, elves and dwarves, wizards doing magic. Sort of. I had a blast watching this movie. Then came Harry Potter, and I was set. My dad saw how much I was eating the Lord of the Rings movies, that he got me all 3 books, and I just devoured them. Then The Hobbit, followed by Harry Potter, and Aragon. I just couldn't stop. I love the worlds these authors created with the use of imagination and a dash of real life. I wanted to be a part of stories like that, or try and just think up my own. I love fantasy so much that my wedding became that. A beautiful fantasy that I thought up with my husband. You guys are just so awesome that I wanted to share with you my wedding video. At least a short version. So I wanted to say thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, liking them and commenting when you have the chance, and typing the words to say whatever comes to mind. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy!
Hi Marcus, hi Phoebe, how you doing? Hopefully you're not as stressed as I am right now.
Anyway, I first want to say I love you so much. And no, I'm not trying to tear up right now. Oh, crap. Okay, so, first, remember when I told you how I felt about you back in Full Sail? Totally not right. I had a crush on you for a really long time, and then, yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. I think I cornered you with my feelings, and if I did, I'm so sorry. Other than that, thank you for being with me these past 8 years. And, I love you.
Hey babe, I'm winging this entirely because I didn't know that we were doing this, so bear with me. So I love you. We're dealing with a bunch of crazy stuff right now, but I think it's going to be pretty. I hope to God you like it. Either way, we're going to have fun, even if we have to fake it. Don't really know what else I'm supposed to say right now. I love you very much, and this is all totally worth it. Yeah, we've known each other forever. We've been married since February, and we've done well so far, so I think we're going to be okay. We were together for 8 years beforehand. You know, met you at Full Sail, and you know, kind of fell in love as we were kind of going through it, going through the pain and anguish of 24-hour days, you know, pouring through that stuff. We've had highs, we've had lows, but you know, I love you very much, and I look forward to growing old with you. And yeah, that's what I have to say to you right now. I love you.
The same now and for always. Sit by the firelight's glow. Tell us an old tale we know. Tell of adventures strange and rare. Never to change, ever to share. Stories we tell will cast their spell now and for always. Send me a story of Frodo in the ring, fearless and bold, tired and cold, a sword at his side, an elf blade called Sting, crossing a miserable land. Wouldn't retreat, just followed his feet, now and for always. Sit by the firelight's glow. Tell us an old tale we know. Tell of adventures strange and rare. Never to change, ever to share. Stories we tell will cast their spell now and for always. Sing me a tale of the bravest of them all, comrade and guide at my side, stout-hearted Sam who wouldn't let me fall, holding my life in his hand. True to the end, no finer friend, now and for always. Sit by the firelight's glow. Tell us an old tale we know. Tell of adventures strange and rare. Never to change, ever to share. Stories we tell will